Hi YouTube, it's Tanya. Um, I'm back again for another video. I just wanted to come by and talk to you guys about a couple things. I haven't posted a video in quite a few days, and that's because I've been so busy. I've had so much going on in my life, both highs and lows. I'm exhausted. It's like when everything hits you, it all hits you at once. So my schedule has definitely been very busy. Um, One of the positives, I did a photo shoot this past week. I actually did it on Friday. I met a new photographer. She's the owner of Faith Photography by Mani. And I actually met her through Instagram, and she did some wonderful photos for me. Helped build my portfolio and some things that I'm going to use for marketing purposes, which I'm very excited about. Um, let's see what else has happened this week. I'm in the process of actually switching my career back to what it was prior to the career path that I've been on, and of course building businesses and building those networking relationships. I've been to a couple of events. I went to an artist showcase this weekend as well. Definitely did a little networking there. It was DJ Prince Sa's 30th anniversary as a DJ in the indie music industry. So that was definitely something that was eventful. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, we went to see the movie Secret Life of Pets with with my daughter, and that was a pretty good movie. It was very interesting, seeing things from the perspective that it was shot in, and Kevin Hart was really good in the movie. Definitely a different type of role for him. So yeah, I actually like that movie a lot. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much what I did over the weekend, other than trying to catch up on rest. Um, I have a vacation that's gonna be coming up in September. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. I definitely needed something that I haven't done since last year, like well needed vacation. Let's see. What else? I don't think it's really much more excitement. I'm trying to think of some things. Um, one of the bad things that happened, I actually had a death in the family actually occur earlier this week, and that's something that has taken a toll on my family. It's not really something that I want to talk about much because it's still really fresh. Um, and another bad thing, my car. I have a older car. I actually downgraded my vehicle, I want to say in January. I wanted to try to be more budget friendly and save a little more, and got an older vehicle that's paid for. And of course, with older vehicles come problems. And my hood of my car wasn't completely secured, and I was on the highway and it flew back and it smashed my windshield. So I definitely have to get that taken care of as soon as possible. I've been riding around with the smashed windshield for a couple days. Very dangerous, I know. Please don't fuss at me about it. I will definitely get it taken care of. I've just had so much on my plate that by the end of the day, I'm exhausted. Have a doctor's appointment tomorrow to get some lab work done, of course. Just making sure that everything's the way that it should be and that I'm as healthy as I'm supposed to be. Let's see. What else do I want to talk about? I'm actually getting back into writing in journals. I've always been into journaling, but I've kind of taken a break from it recently. And it kind of sounds like I'm ranting on and on, but I'm just basically spouting out what comes to the top of my head. And I actually have quite a few journals. And I have different journals for different things. I have journals that I use for my fashion ideas. I have a journal that I use for business. I have random little notebooks that I jot ideas in. I actually have a notebook for my goals. I have my diary or my personal journal that I just write events and things that are going on in my life and my prayers. And I actually do have a separate journal that's strictly for prayers, as well as a dream interpretation journal. So yeah, quite a few journals. But I have a couple of them here with me. This big thing right here is actually my goal journal. And I'm one that loves inspirational quotes, and I tend to write down quotes everywhere. If I see a quote, I write it down. I have quotes in my portfolio as far as like with my resumes to give me inspiration when I go on interviews or when I'm handling business. And then I just have quotes sporadically placed throughout my home. I have some quotes that are framed. Let's see. And of course, in my goal journal, it basically outlines what goals or how goals should be set up, and it of course states that goals are clear, specific, personal, measurable, time bound, and written. And that's actually something that I want to say, from high school or college. I believe it was high school. And my goals basically, it looks like, actually, yeah, I started writing this journal in 2008. So this was when I was in college. And it just has different goals that I've set for myself in different categories. Of course, I have college and academic goals, family, social, and relationship goals, career, work, and employment goals, health and fitness goals. And those are some of the categories. Financial wealth. I believe I actually said that. I may not have. No, I didn't. So yeah, that and basically under each category, I have goals listed for that month or that day or that week or however I have it laid out on that specific page. And I also in this journal have my bucket list, and I originally had it as my list of things to do before I turn 30. And this year I will be 30. It feels kind of weird saying that, but I haven't finished nearly half of the list, so I went ahead and made it my bucket list. I'm not gonna try to knock all of these things off before I'm 30. I'll probably complete a lot of them like right after my 30th birthday, or maybe a few before. But some of the things that are left for me to do are to learn and become fluent in 2 languages. Let's see. To ride a motorcycle. It's funny, I've always been fond of motorcycles, and I actually wanted one, but recently, I don't know why, I've kind of become scared of motorcycles, which is odd, because I'm a person that loves speed. I think I've become a little more cautious as I'm getting older. I'll probably still get a little motorcycle, or at least ride one before I turn 30. Let's see. Of course, going to Miami. It's crazy. I live on the East Coast, and that's one place I've never been. Going to California. Never been there either. I need to take that trip within the next year. Go to Hawaii. That's one place that I've definitely wanted to visit for a long time. Cross the ocean. And there are a few places that I do want to visit overseas. And there's a lot of conflict that's going on right now. So as soon as things die down, I'll probably end up checking that off my list. Of course, taking a cruise. And there's a cruise that's coming up that's actually scheduled for around Valentine's Day. But I'm not too sure about that. I may take one a little bit after that. Of course, going skiing, visiting South Africa, and visiting Haiti. So those are the things that are left to do on my list thus far. I haven't added anything else recently. I do have some things that I want to add to it, so I'll probably end up doing that very shortly and extending that list because, of course, I'll knock all of those off way before I kick the bucket, hopefully at least. This journal is one of my journals for my fashion business consulting, and it basically just contains a bunch of little sticky notes. I get ideas, I jot them down on stickies, and I stick them to the inside if I don't have time to write in it at that moment. And of course it has goals as far as my business. It has a little synopsis of my business and just things that inspire me about my business, my brands, a couple sketches of course, and just new ideas and ways that I want to go, paths that I want to go down as far as business. Now this little journal, I don't know if you can see it, there we go, ridiculously good ideas journal. Like I carry this around, and like when I just have something pop in my head, be it, let's see, maybe it's an idea about videos that I'm gonna do eventually, or blog posts, or just something random as far as fashion or personal life, I jot it down in that journal. So yeah, those are some things that I actually place in those. And I don't want to make this video too drawn out. So yeah, if you guys journal, definitely let me know what types of journals you have, what you journal about. And of course I blog, which is kind of like a journal as well. So I express myself a lot better when I'm actually writing. It's a lot easier when I'm actually talking. Sometimes it's harder for me to find the words, and I'm trying to get out of that. So yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts on journaling and if that's something that you actually like to do. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys later.